We have Vert the
Chilling.
Wordsmith, and we have Pelo Chino. There's a lot of great things that we're going to be talking about. If you don't know what this podcast is, it is a platform that we can where we can collaborate and discuss all of the issues and what we're trying to do as we go through our creative journeys. And that's the whole reason why I made this podcast. And it's because I want to help other creators. Some of the most consistent people that I've had are Pelo Chino and Vert the Wordsmith. So I know that they're already going to have a lot of value to give to you guys. So I hope you guys tune in, listen, enjoy the conversation. If you do want to be part of these conversations, reach out to me via Instagram at Life is Conquest, and I will make sure that we can set something up after we discuss, what you're trying to do. But besides that, we have a few topics that we're going to talk about, and they're definitely going to be great topics, current topics, topics that need to be discussed. So with that being said, Pelo Chino, Vert the Wordsmith, what's up?
Yo, yo.
I'm real to hear you say shit like that, dog.
What's up?
I'm like, who? Who do all of that shit, dog? It's crazy, man. You know, when you say stuff like that to fucking big us up, dog. Like, no, man.
We do have a few, maybe one or two other people that are going to hop on. So if they do, they're just going to fall right in and into the discussion, and then we'll just go from there, all right? But was there anything that came to mind for you guys? Might as well just start talking before we get into these topics that you guys want to say to anybody, to the viewers. I don't know if there's anything that came to mind like right before we started recording.
Shit, I'll just say, hey, man, keep living your dream. Keep striving to be the best you possible every day you wake up. That's what I got for the
Yeah.
peoples.
All right, well then let's go
Best
right
way to
into it
say
then. So just for the viewers, what I basically did was before we even started recording this, I posted some questions inside of our Creator Dreams group chat, and it was mainly just to give the guest a some direction on where we're gonna go with this video. And there are questions that I've had in the past and still currently do have, and the answers that we're gonna hear are our conclusions of what's going on. And one of the questions that I posted was, "What's your marketing strategy for your music?" Now, as time goes on, we strategize, or maybe we don't. We kind of just fire and forget and just shoot it out, but there's really no strategy, and that could be because of a lack of technology or just a lack of direction, or you're kind of just doing it yourself and what you see fit. So I think as I matured through the music stuff, and I think all of us, we started formulating a strategy. And I want to hear your guys' strategy, honestly, to see like where your head's at. And then maybe we can solve some riddles, hear from each other, some wisdom, and then we can better our strategy towards music.
Dog, I fucking... It's crazy how in the beginning you always talk, like you said, like most consistent people, and I look at y'all and I'm like, most consistent. I was like, out of the three of us right now in this room, I'm like, I'm the least consistent. You know what I'm saying? And I just got back like in it heavy a year ago. You know what I mean? But like coming back in it, like after taking such a long break from, trying to tie whatever loose ends I got in my life at the time, like you kinda come back to it as, like, a beginner again, dog. Like, it's just that, okay, it's like, when you don't go to the gym for a while, you're like, your muscles gonna hurt and this and that, you're gonna have to figure some stuff out. My body's a little bit older now, so there's a lot of things that I can't do that I used to once be able to do, right? Things have advanced, technology has advanced. Shit, when I first hopped on, I looked at Instagram, I was like, I got scared. I was like, "Oh my god, dude, I don't even know where to start anymore." Being away for so long. But as far as marketing goes, dog, this is my marketing strategy. I make a song, I put that shit out, and I fucking make another one, dog. That's it. Just like the videos too, bro. I was looking at the videos that I make now and then, comparing it. You know that whole 2016 trend shit that's going on, right? So my curious mind decided, hey, let me just scroll down my Instagram real quick to see what I can find, right? But I didn't even go that far. I stopped to only last year, beginning of last year. And I looked at the content that I was putting out and I was like, damn, dude, I was just some fucking 40, 41-year-old dude trying to figure it out. Putting it out there, just like make a song, make a fucking album cover, put it out, put some music behind it. And then later, little by little, I started learning my lyrics. Okay, let me start doing videos of me rapping and this and that. But my marketing strategy is just trying all the shit that everybody else is fucking doing and see how I fit in, see how I can like, make my own molding for myself. But yeah, dude, I don't have no specific formula or anything pro, like nothing that I learned from college or that can like, make me say that's what I did for as far as marketing goes when putting out my stuff. I just make music and put it out.
Okay, okay. And then for Vert, is there strategy that you're going for?
Well, I usually put a lot of stuff on the YouTube because I'm trying to funnel the people's in a certain direction. I do post on Spotify, but those are like handpicked, tracks I do put on there. Something new that we're doing because of you. Now I got the shorts, and now the shorts are allowing people to actually see me, know me, hear me, vibe with me. So with that, we're going to see how that works with the marketing for the year, and I think it's going to be a lot better. I mean, already putting the shorts up and stuff like that, I've gained a few subscribers right off the back, man. Just had somebody just comment, "Hey, man, keep doing your thing." You know what I mean? And it's just like, yeah, that's dope. I'm getting a good reaction from doing the shorts, So
Okay, okay. So
I'm gonna step
are you
out
still
off for one
go ahead?
second, guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna step off.
So my marketing strategy for my music, it's a lot different now. And this is only one of the elements to my marketing. This right here, it's to give people some value before I ask, for them to like listen to my music or subscribe or follow me on my music. Like I want to make sure that the value that I give to people is at least going to be 5 times, the value that they'll get from just listening to 3 minutes of my
Yeah.
songs. Now where I got that idea from was from people that aren't necessarily in the creative space. Well, they are because they're content creators, right? They're like, I'm watching this stuff on YouTube, and they do this with like no shit, like multi-million-dollar businesses. Like the successful people that are having these strategies are my mentors, and they're not even in like the music or photography, videography stuff. They're just creating the content and then probably having some editor push it out, But some of the principles are actually really good. And it kind of aligns with some of the marketing strategy that the Marine Corps uses. When I was a recruiter, so what I did was I just kind of molded them together and then fitted it for creators like us, So I actually wrote them down too. I said number one to answer this question was make content with depth and leverage YouTube. So that's what I'm doing with this right here, what we're doing. And then leveraging YouTube because the creator economy is about to I think it's like 4 times within the next 2 to 5 years. So it's going to grow. And when people say back in the day, like as an analogy, back in the day, it was easier for you to buy a house. They're going to say back in the day, it was easier for you to start YouTube and have a personal brand. YouTube is going to be our like quote unquote easy to buy a house era. So I think Cages with what you're doing as far as tackling YouTube, that's going to be beneficial, and I think that we all should definitely do that. And then as far as Instagram goes, with the depth, I'm just gonna put like little small snippets of what we're discussing on Instagram, and also lifestyle, like just what I do for fun. Besides, well, everything is videography and music for me, so everything has a photographer's eye and a musician's ear. So we actually live this shit. So I think that's pretty aligned with what I'm doing. And then number two was every song is supported with well thought out content. Rex, like one of the things that I really enjoyed watching was that reel that you have that we talked about during your interview that looked insane after a long day of work. So that really aligned with your track. So can you somewhat reiterate your thought process behind that specific reel and other reels? You're really good at like just doing like visual pleasing stuff, man. So like I would say that's a good marketing strategy too. So talk about that.
Yeah, man. No, thanks, bro. See, that's like what I mean with the whole marketing stuff. Like like right, especially since I know you're making this content and we're on here because there's people out there that want to start, right? Being content creators or be musicians or be a rapper or whatever. And in the beginning, this is what you need to know to do already is exactly what I just said earlier. Like, even if you don't have a marketing strategy, just make shit. Cause literally that video popped off and I didn't even Bro, I almost didn't make it that night. I was tired. I was coming back from a fucking late work mixer, and I was like, I gotta be up in another fucking 4 hours or some shit like that. I should probably sleep already. But I was like, nah, let me just prop this chair right here. The lighting looks pretty fucking good in here. I didn't even know it's gonna fucking come out dope, right? And then, yeah, I just recorded it and put it out there. But like, that's how you kind of like find out what your, you know, like your branding. That's how you kind of find out what colors you like, because like you see like what works pleasing to you, like, because you're not gonna know unless you try it out. So yeah, man, like if you feel like doing it, creating something, just make it happen, because you know, like they say, you don't want to like regret the next day, and the best time to do it is when you're the most excited about it. So yeah, dog, I don't know if they even answered your question at all, but it's just like that's literally
No,
like
you did. You did.
my thinking now.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's a there's a lot of value in that, because you're saying like just create the content. Like you create I use CapCut, for instance, for a lot of things, right? I can
Me
use
too. Yeah.
Final Cut, I can use all that other shit, but I love efficiency, and CapCut is just more efficient. So
Yep. Yeah. I
you'll learn
agree.
how to use CapCut, you learn how to use your iPhone, you learn how to use like the lighting, you start learning all kinds of random things as you just keep creating content, and then you're also developing your brand, and it just all starts molding together, and instead of you investing your thoughts into all of these technicalities, you're kind of already knowing what to do, and now you're on to the next train of thought.
Exactly, dog.
I
Exactly.
would
Just
say
because
one
yeah.
thing I like to point out with what he was saying, like, okay, hard day at work, still pushed. It's all about still pushing, you know what I mean? It's because it's never, you never can sit there and be like, well, you can, but on this particular date at this particular time, you know, sometimes you just got to do it. Like it'll be 120 degrees where I'm at, busting wrench all day under the sun, and I come home because I know I need to get down, and I get down for my dogs, or I get down for and I make a track. You know what I mean? And you just gotta want to do it, and you just gotta love to do it. And some days you might not want to, but those would be the best
Yeah.
days.
Yeah. The best is that you come up with the best shit, and you ain't even know. You're like, damn, I'm glad I didn't
Hmm.
bitch out on myself that day, because that thing came out really good. Yeah, exactly. Shit's fun, dog. It's fun as fuck when you like when you realize shit like that, right? That the hardest fucking moments that you're going through make like the dopest shit. Like it's
Hmm.
crazy because you got two choices. You can either like say fuck it and not do it, or say fuck it and do it. You know, and then and one's always better than the other, dog. And when you bitch out on yourself, that's when you have regrets, man.
I usually like, what are your hours like when you guys create? Like on average? Like mine is
Morning
usually
late.
like at 8 p.m.
I'd
I
say
think for
majority of
me,
mines would. Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead, bro.
I would say, I mean, there is none. No, a lot of times, I mean, I guess the clearest, my mind's the clearest in the morning. So, because you're just starting your day out, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you could just go and focus and hit. But like a lot of the work I do after I'm done doing the family thing, the work thing, and then I have that window of time, and I'm like, hey, get in there, man. You know, don't go sit down. If you're gonna give your job all that attention and all that effort, why
Yes.
not give your dream that same effort? You know, that
Yeah.
job that you work is just what I like to call it, a dream killer. It's supposed to tire you out so you don't live your own dream, and so that you can only dream of going to work the next day. You know what I mean? But like, so you got to give yourself that time.
Crazy.
That was a bar right there.
Doug, yeah, you hit it. Like, bro, what? Like you're supposed to want to do it all the time, you know, but then
Hmm.
the best time for you is every time you can, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like every time you can. Dude, there's some times where if I'm just, you know, watching something that I'm not even into, dog, I'll just start writing. You know what I mean? Like, you just, or yeah, you just chilling with family, and you think of something real quick, like, hey, excuse me. Sometimes, bro, sometimes it might seem rude, but sometimes I'll be like, something a hit? Nah, I gotta write it down now, because that shit somebody else will write it down, then fuck me, right? So like, yeah, dog, you just like, whenever you feel creative, just do it, because then how many times you guys like, damn, you thought of a bar and you're like, fuck yeah, that shit's tight. Then when you get home, you're like, I'm gonna write it down or remember it. You're like, what the fuck did I say again? And now it's gone forever, bro. And then somebody else say it on the radio, and you're like, damn, dog, motherfucker stole my bar, bro. Yeah,
Hmm.
dude. So you might as well work whenever you can, man.
That's something I want to hit one more time on the head, man. Is that like for the young guys at the job? I always ask them, man, what's your dream? What do you want to do? Like, do it, do it, do it. And I push them, and I go, look around. Look at all these guys. They don't have a dream no more. This is it. These busting the wrench is it for them, bro. Because the job tired their ass out so much that they stopped. All the dreams they ever had are gone, you know. And now they just come in to do their time. And then when they go home, they go and they turn the TV on. Bro, even worse, they turn the TV on and sit down now and do nothing, you know. So I salute to everybody who, when you're tired, you're down, even when you're not even, you know, you might not be the happiest, but you still go and perform, you know. That's dope, bro. Salute to everybody who gets down, you know.
Yeah, bro, that's another one that's crazy. You're like, all these people around you they don't got dreams.
Gone.
Well, I think
Crazy.
you're probably like, are you constantly having that conversation with them, like motivating them? Are
Yeah.
they trying to
Like
do something else?
Yeah. I'm always pushing, man. I honestly tell them like, bro, I want to see you guys spread your wings. Like, I don't want to see you here anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see you doing what you want to do. You know, one dude, he paints, and like, I give him every idea. You know, I like to pour in. You know, I like to pour into anybody who got ears that wants to take it in. I'll pour in, you know, or at least plant the seed and go and water it. I'll go back and water it every now and again because I don't want
I
to see
feel
them
like,
lose their dreams. You know what I mean?
yeah, man. And it feels, and what it seems like is that this is at a mass scale when it comes to people not having, you know, dreams and ambitions. Like, everybody just wants to get comfortable, and that's it. I'm like, bro, like that's a prison. If you're just trying to stay comfortable, that's going to be a mental prison and you're not going to feel fulfilled. There's a lot of creators out there that probably need to hear what you just said. It's going to be fulfilling when they do get that message, man. It's going to be fulfilling for them and for you. Is there any actually good? I gotta go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, man, being comfortable is gonna kill you. It's gonna kill you. Being uncomfortable, you make all the right moves. Think about that. Think about your whole life, and every time you was uncomfortable, you were thinking the right things. Boom, 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 boom. When you got comfortable, you know, you just sat down. You know, comfort is like you just gave up or whatever. You know, you're just like, okay, this is life. This is it. You know, and I always say, stay uncomfortable. You know, it's uncomfortable, man. You're gonna make some dope ass moves. You know.
Yeah, you know when you guys talk about like just not pursuing your dreams and stuff like that, dog. I'm telling y'all, man, like they not lying. Like y'all right, cause y'all know I went there for a couple years, yo. I did that. I was like, you know what, man? I'm sick of getting hit in the face, dog. Let me take a while of a break. And I went there for a couple years, yo, and it's not happy. It is filled with like just the steepest fucking hills of regrets, yo. Like and then I even, bro, you know how many times I tried selling my gear? Nobody, dude, tell me why my shit don't work. Nobody on Craigslist, nobody on OfferUp, nobody want to buy my shit, though. I was like, why? I was like, this shit's still fucking pretty brand new. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody. Like, God wouldn't allow me to get rid of them or something, dog. And I was the most unhappiest. Every time I passed by my room, even when I'm working, I used to have another desk facing the other way just so like I don't see this. You know what I'm saying? But now I got everything on this desk now. This is my station. This is my everything now, bro. But back then, dog, I used to look at this and just be like, damn, dog. Maybe I should fire it. Every day I'd be like, just fire it up. See how you feel, dog. You know, every day. And then finally, when it finally just clicked, I was like, all right, let's get back at it, daddy. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I never been so much more happier, dog. Like, you can, bro, if you just look at pictures of me back then, you could tell I wasn't happy, dog. You know what I'm saying? 54 pounds, fucking, I gave up. Just gave up on everything. I was like, there's no reason for me to dress nice anymore. For what? You say shit. I even told my boys, I was like, dog, and you know me and shoes. I fucking rock. I got a lot of shoes. I love shoes. I was like, nah, dude, I'm done. One pair of whites, blacks, maybe browns. That's it. That's all I need now. I was done. I was like, nah, I'm over it. I'm just gonna live a regular fucking life, dog. And that shit fucking sucks, bro. It sucks so bad. You only have white, brown, and black shoes, bro. Unless you really like that, you know what I mean? Unless you just want to have those 3 colors of shoes. But for me, dog, I was like, nah, dude, I like painting with every fucking color on this fucking stratosphere, dude. Like,
Bro, all I wear is
I
chanclas
appreciate
now.
y'all saying that because it is. Yeah, dude, you're in Hawaii, bro.
Nah, thanks though, bro. Thanks.
You're right.
Just to tap in on what you were saying, I'll just say this. he leaves the 99 on the top of the hill to come back to get the one. So that's why he never allowed you to sell your gear, because he knew, bro. He knew what was waiting. You just had to hear him. And at that moment, he was like, let's go. He was like, let's go, man. Thank you for waiting for me, you know? I be thinking about that, like, man, thank you for waiting for me. Dang, dude, you could have just left me.
You're right.
And
I
what we're
don't think
doing.
I ever told you, dog. But one second. I don't think I ever told Idea this, but like, so when you first introduced me to Vert, I was like, cool, fucking chop it up with him. I think we FaceTime, right? Or it was one of the, maybe the Instagram video, I forgot. Dude, that's how strong your energy is, Bert. Like, this motherfucker, he won't call or text you on your first conversation. He FaceTimes your ass, dog. He like, I'm here, bitch. Like, you know, like, and I was just like, fuck. And I don't think I told Idea this shit, man, but like, bro, I was scared of that. I was scared of that energy for a little bit. Like, damn, dude, because sometimes, like, it's like holding a gun. You know exactly what this gun can do, dog. Sometimes you're like, maybe it's better off I just don't touch this for a little bit, dog. You know what I'm saying? But like that energy that you brought, bro, is like, I was scared of that shit, dog. And sometimes it is like that as a brand new artist or somebody that's like finally opening up, because insecurities, dog. You're thinking about like artists are like, damn, dude, what if they think like they like the beats, but what if my rap game sucks, dog? What if I can't spit? And these guys like, what the fuck you saying on these? I think about that all the time, yo. Until I finally realized, I was like, nah, dog, go ahead, bro. Grab that piece real quick. I bet you you a good shooter. Fuck yeah, dog. You can shoot, bro. Like, and that's why like it's so important how you keep them people around you. Cause like you heard when you guys said that, I was like, dude, you guys are like 100% right. I can't even say anything else after that. Like, you're right. Not going for your dream fucking sucks, dog. It sucks. That if you're not going for your dream, that means you're going for something you don't want at all.
Huh?
That's called wasting your time, dog. Like, you are straight up wasting your time, and nobody likes their time getting wasted. I'd rather give somebody a fucking $1 or a cigarette than fucking give them a minute of my time, dog. That's how much we don't like our time being wasted. And you doing that to yourself every day when you don't fucking chase your dreams, dog. When you let your dreams die. That's why fucking thank God we got like big bros like Vert telling us youngins like, hey, I'm not even that much younger. I'm acting like Vert's fucking way older than me. But like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But he's
I'm
a big
glad
dude.
that we got
That dude
OGs
towers.
telling the yeah, yeah, he is though. He is. But I'm glad OG's telling the kids like, nah, don't fucking slip, yo. Like, don't slip. So I appreciate you, dog. I just wanted to let Idea know, because I don't think I told anybody else that. I told Vert that. I told him, I was like, nah, I was scared. I was like, I didn't know if I wanted to commit to that energy yet, dog. Because that's a lot. To say I call you guys my fucking, like, you know, my brothers in this hip hop game, dog. Like, that's a lot of energy I gotta fucking like get used to being around. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all, man.
For 3 years, me and Vert were every day, bro. Every day we were on the phone hours. In the studio, be silent for like 30 minutes because we're like cooking something. Like, you hear that, bro? He's like, nah, let me stop my shit. And then I'll start playing my shit and he'll play his shit. Like, we were on it.
I'll say this, man, hats off to both of y'all, man. You guys took that challenge, man, and look at you guys, bro. You guys are killing it, bro. I just love to watch you guys. You guys be growing so much, man, and you guys inspire me, bro. You guys are at that point where I'm looking like, I could hear it in my own head. Y'all like, what's up? Let's go, fool. Let's go. And I'm just like, oh, you know, just bouncing energy off each other, man. You guys are killing
Yeah.
it, bro. You guys are killing it, bro.
We're
Salute.
just following suit, dog, because you weren't even recording yet, Ideal, but then like Vert was, he sent me these files. I'm like, y'all don't fuck around, dog. If I send y'all a beat, I better not be fucking around. If I even let y'all, that's why even if I let y'all just listen to a beat, I'm like, if I let them listen to a beat, I gotta be ready to fucking go. You know what I'm saying? That there ain't no such thing as like, hey, bro, check this beat out, and then like we let that bitch sit. Like, I gave this beat to Vert like what, a day, 2 days ago, and now there's fucking 2 verses on it already with like 2 different artists. I'm like, what the when'd you do all of that? But yeah, dude, this squad's nasty, man. It's fucking nasty.
I think that the next level of like this teamwork, which is, it kind of folds right into the teamwork question. So the original question, before I even go into that, it's what does a good collab mean to you, and what does teamwork mean to you? That was the original question, and then I was gonna say like polarizing support was number 2, and what I mean by that is we're so different. like each one of us and our styles is so different, and that also goes along to capabilities. Like our capabilities are so good. Like Vert is so good at just like machine gun blasting good quality music, right? You're good at like
Yeah.
connecting your
Yeah, you can.
vocals to the visual, right? And then I don't know what I'm good at. I do a lot of shit, right? Maybe like putting us all together. But to identify all of our strengths, what I'm trying to do is plug myself in where it's best suited for all of us, for the benefit of all of us. Because once all of us, become successful off doing what we want to do, it would benefit all of us. So my answer to this question was, as far as what does good teamwork mean to you, I would say in the beginning, it's just having the team in general, like having somebody to talk to, like kind of like what we're doing right now, having a solid foundation of friendships and brotherhood. And then the next level is identifying where you can help benefit your team the best. And honestly, like during recruiting duty, Bert was sending me beats, and I just did not have the mental juice to I didn't have the mental juice to be on as many collabs as I'd like to, because he'd be sending me tracks, right? But now, as time went on and as I'm learning, I think yes, I'm still gonna collab, and now I have the time to do what I need to do. But I think I can also add more value than a verse by doing my other creative ventures that I'm doing for the benefit of all of us. Does that make sense?
Yeah. 100%, dog. 100%.
So let's answer
To be
that
honest
question
with you,
though.
dog,
Go ahead, go
I'm
ahead.
glad somebody started it. I'm glad somebody started what you did, dog, because I've been daydreaming about shit like this, bro. I promise you. I just like for me, I don't got the cycles for me to fucking run shit like this, but you do, bro. Like it's so crazy how you just described into detail what you think about us, dude, and our art, right? And I never once thought about. I was like, damn, I didn't think about that. And it's really cool to hear your perspective, man. But then when it got to you, you're like, what do I do? I'm like, what? That's so insane to me that you actually said, what do I do? It's insane to me, bro, because I'm like, what the fuck, dog? You do it all, bro. Like, you do it all. Like, you literally give us the confidence to want to buy a camera, to want to get a GoPro and do shit like this and record your everyday life type thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whenever you do them vlogs, I'm like, dog, I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna fucking prop this phone up, get this little, bro, I seen you with the fucking little field recorder, and I was like, I'm not like Idea. The Idea go all the way, dog. But you know what I can get? I can get these little ones. So I got the smaller, right? And then, so like, yeah, bro, I seen you do that. And I was like, okay, perfect. Because success leaves clues, dog. You know what I mean? So if I see you do that shit, my boss said, I can't steal that shit. My boss said that to me all the time, dog. Success leaves clues, dog. And when I see you do that, I'm like, I'm gonna do. That's a fucking good teammate, dude. Somebody that can still inspire the rest of the team. And if even if not the inspire part, you know how you can inspire people by just like communicating everything that you're doing. Like for instance, when I decided to take a break, that would have been cool if I went to y'all like, hey guys, I don't know what the fuck I'm going through. I just gotta figure some shit out for me so I can be right for this art, dog. If I said that, probably would have left y'all better, huh? Like, shit, you know what? Give him some time. He'll be back, dog. That's my guy. And then, but the good thing is that you guys were still part of my life, still tapping in here. And they're like, hey, you good, dog? You good? Just making sure that, like, I keep that shit alive and shit. But yeah, dude, I think that's what makes a great teammate, bro. Somebody that can, like, inspire everybody just to be like, dude, I can do that too. To give us the courage, right? Because, like, if you got that one person in the crew that, like, keep telling you can't do it, then fuck you in that crew for. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my little rant on that, man.
I would say like a good collab is like a symphony, man, and like everyone's got their own part, but together it's magic, right? Without all the pieces in this lobby right now, how? We all push each other, once again, an idea for you, bro. I met you through Keys, and then I met YIKEZ, and then I met Pelo, right? You plugged me. You the plug,
Yeah, he
bro.
the
You was
plug.
you plugging it all the way up. I met so many people just from just you, brother. You
Yeah,
plugged me in so hard, and like I say, man, like just watching you and watching you get it and everything you focus on, you go hard. It don't matter what it is,
he
bro.
does.
You go hard, and like I watched that shit, bro, and it's very inspirational to me. It's very refreshing to me. When I see my team going hard, and I'm like, come on, Chris. You know. So that's my thing on the collab. Just like I don't know, man. We all do our parts.
Exactly. Yep. As far as YIKEZ goes, man, what time is it over there?
It's
Did you freeze?
7:00 in the morning.
Damn. Good
Can you
morning,
hear
bro.
me?
We hear you, dog.
Nah, bro. Yo, my oldest, he has to wake up at 5:30 to get to the bus by 6:15. And then my other one, he has to wake up shortly after him. And then in 5 minutes, I got to get my youngest up so that we can get to the bus by 8 every day.
And you still find time to make music, dog. You the shit, dog.
That
You
it's
the coolest, man.
Yeah, when you were like, oh, are you getting on? And I'm like, yeah, as soon as I get all these kids ready, like, come on. And I got the 2 dogs, and the dogs got to piss, and everybody has to get ready for the bus. It's like, oh man, that's why I look like a
And
bum
daddy
right
gotta
now.
make magic happen,
Right?
dog.
You guys look all up and ready and proper, right? And I'm like, my face is falling off, my bones. I haven't woken up yet.
And
No
you win,
caffeine,
dude.
no caffeine for today. You guys, I don't know what y'all were talking about, but I do want to piggyback off of what KJ was talking about, right? Like you are the plug, and I know that you remember when we went to school at in 29 Palms, right? And I was over here like
Yep.
that's how I introduced myself to the class. I was like, I can rap. You know what I mean? Like I was like, man, well, I don't care what y'all talk about. I can rap, and this is what I'm gonna do. And then that was the idea. No pun intended. But then you took me into your room and you were like, yo, let's record something. And then we recorded it. And then I was like, yo, like I can do this. You know what I mean? I've been wanting to do this since I was in high school. But when we went into your room and we recorded some songs, I was like, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. And then I met KJ, and then KJ and I went on this like we went to the Coliseum together, and we got all kinds of tracks. And you know what I mean? And then with you, Pelo, like that was we recorded Lemonade. We recorded Lemonade in your room,
Yeah.
right?
I think you guys did record it at freaking Ideas.
Yeah, we recorded
dog,
it.
Like,
I think we recorded that in 29 Palms or
awesome.
something. It was cool.
Damn. Yeah, they so you know how it is. When it comes oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like you got everybody like together for real, bro. Like you talk about what we just said earlier about you inspiring us to like get that confidence, that courage to take that next step, to commit. Cause I'm like, remember, like I even talked to you about it the last time we spoke. I was like, dog, you teach us how to commit, dog, like for real. And that's special, bro. Like that, like we have people like that in our lives that we can see, like, nah, you see them commit, you can do that too, dog. All right, so but that's
Appreciate
dope,
it.
though. Yeah, a lot got built because you introduced us, dog.
Yeah, just I think it's just the beginning. Now we all have polished styles now, and it's just gonna get better. I see a dog behind you, YIKEZ.
And YIKEZ said he can rap, dude. He's like, I can rap, bro. I don't care what the fuck you doing. My man spit for real, dog. When I heard his shit, I was like, God damn, dog.
That YIKEZ is another one. Like, proud of you, dog. Like, you're nasty, bro.
Jesus.
And like
Yeah.
you really took that shit and took the fuck off. That I know when you got YIKEZ on the track, bro, YIKEZ is coming for your throat, and I love that shit. I love it.
You better rap tape, dog. You better rap tape,
I
dude. Them
appreciate
fucking
it.
punches gonna hurt.
I appreciate that. Most of the stuff I
Bro,
write, I think it's whack. I think it's whack.
No, when he introduced himself, hold up, when you introduced yourself and you're like, I can rap, I was like, because you know how it is, like in the Marine Corps, like when you first get into a class, everybody stands up and introduces themselves. Well, that's for the viewers if they don't know. If you guys don't know, like that's what happens.
Yeah.
You have to introduce yourself. Talk about where you're from, what unit you came from, and then like what you like to do for fun, like a introduction about
the icebreaker.
who you are. And he said that, the icebreaker, yeah. And when he said that, because he stood up first, I was like, who is this dude? You know, with a Vert the Wordsmith mentality, like I'm about to burn this dude. Like we're gonna get on a track, and I'm about to go to war with this guy. But then I stood up and I said, and I produced, and I pointed at him. And so yeah, then we chopped it up. I took my studio in my car just so I can record music at the schoolhouse. So he got in there, and then yeah, we killed that. It was during COVID too, during COVID. But yeah, once that happened, I knew that it was just game over. Like we're gonna be lifelong friends after that, just because creativity does bring people together. You know, whether that be, you know, in the music space, videography space, whatever space, any space. If you're like an ambitious person and you're like doing something, it's gonna bring you the right people and the wrong people, right? But I think we're all wise enough to like filter those people out now. So yeah, this is a good team, and yeah, hats off to all of us. I think we all have
So
strengths
I
that we
like,
could all benefit.
I would say on the teamwork thing, and you know, you had hit us with a question, so you know, I'm gonna tap on that one and say, like, for newer artists, build a team that's all about growth, not just followers. Find people who believe in your vision, and don't be afraid to vibe with others who bring different skills to the table. What do y'all think about that?
Yep. Post your
100%, dog.
creativity. You got to be seen first in order to have a team. So make sure that you're making yourself available to the world about what you're doing, and the way that you do that nowadays is by posting it and then just listening. Like when he said I make music, I made sure that my mindset was meet this guy, meet Minner, and let's make music together. I didn't know how sick he was until he came out with the song.
That's so sick. That's
And
fire as fuck.
yeah, and then like that you said it all. You said it all when it comes to that. There's so many like determined opinions about like when you're in the military and you rap or you're making music. It's like chill, bro. Like this is our decompression. So you don't want us to go to war as far as like verbally when it comes to this music shit. Because if we have to flip the script, it's gonna be horrible. I don't know. I just think it's weird when people have that mentality, like, oh, you must suck because you're in the military and you make music. It's like, no, bro, we just know we could probably out publish you, out everything you. And that's just me talking my shit a little bit. Because I don't like that, especially towards the team.
Yeah.
And some for like all the new artists out there, man, it's like building a team doesn't happen overnight. Like it took years the guys on this screen, it took years to lock all this in, you know what I mean? And now we're locked in. It wasn't, you know, it didn't take a week to do this, you know, and you're going to cross a lot of artists and you might not pop with them, you know what I mean? And you just got to find what works for you, for all the upcoming artists out there.
Facts.
Has to be an
And
accident. Y'all was an
Yeah.
accident, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was an accident, bro. Like, for all of us to sync up together, ain't no way, dog. Thank God YIKEZ had the balls to be like, I fucking rap, I spit bars, I don't care. And then that's what got, you know, idea to be like, yo, like, thank God we had the courage to tell each other, say something at the time, right? Yo, dog, I fucking make music. Like, what? At least we had the balls to say that shit. And then that was an accident finding all of y'all, man. Cause don't chase that shit.
I would say it's meant to be. It was meant to be.
I agree. So let's
Dog, I'm telling you, dog. Yeah. That's funny as shit, dude.
Well, that's one thing
You're
I
right,
love
though.
too. Is one thing I love is that, you know, going into a track with that mentality. You know, it's like we all know we're in the dojo and we're all sparring. You know, but to have that mentality is like, bro, the track's going to be so fucking dope because everybody's going into it with that thought. Like, shit, I'm not trying to get washed. I'm trying to be hot too, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And hey, you can't win them all too. You know what I mean? Like,
Dog,
sometimes
if
people
you
be doing
think
the
like
fuck
that, like, I'm gonna hop on this track and make sure I go to softest, you're not gonna be part of this crew, dog. Like, at all. And like, it's funny because YIKEZ saying his experience with you saying, we're gonna do a track together, I'm gonna fucking come with it. Like, dog, at least he made tracks with you. I went out for 2 more years, bro. I was like, nah, I'm out for 2 years. I'm gonna go find a cave where the aliens can upload some shit, you know?
But the thing is, when it was time for you to get in that cipher, what'd you do? Blaze that shit, dog.
Yeah.
You came in that motherfucker and blazed it. Everybody in this room, dog, y'all was so nasty on the cipher. Like, shit, I had to really, really think about how I was going to come because I'm like, oh, dude, I'm going against a bunch of fucking black belts, bro. Like, shit, these dudes are sharp, so I can't be trash, you know. And then I fucking heard everybody. I'm like, yo, this shit is just fire, bro. Every time each one of us gets on, it's just nasty, you know. Proud to the point to where I could say, hey, bring your best guy, go against any one of my people, you know, or me. Let's see if you could last. Because I promise you, these dudes are gonna fucking chop your head off, bro. They're not gonna play with you.
Nasty.
That's facts.
You guys, you know, in the image, you guys are like the samurai who's sitting there with the sword on his side. When the beat goes, you go, game over, bro. The head falls off. It's over.
Yep.
Dude, you making
Speaking
me
of
want,
that,
we need to do another cipher. We need to do all of us just fucking
we do.
Let's
do
go.
a 5-6 minute fucking beat, dude, and just flip that bitch, dog. Like, eat that shit from the back, son. Like, that shit's gonna get. We doing that. We doing that.
All right. Did you want to mention like what's in the near future? What's gonna happen with you, Mochi?
Shit, dude. Yeah, dog.
Let's talk about it, bro. Because YIKEZ has already done it.
I know, and it's funny because remember, like right after we I hit you up on the sides, and I was just like, hey, bro, I got some work to do, you know. And then it's kind of bittersweet to me because like I'm like, damn, that opportunity came up, right? I was like, shit, but you, like, a part of me was like, dude, you need to work on performing. So it's like, it's crazy. There's all these aspects to this, right? And this is like, bro, I'm telling you, I'm coming back at it like a brand new artist again. I haven't performed in so long. You know what I'm saying? Like doing these reels and stuff like that's been helping me get my fucking like my mojo back on how like I'm delivering my words and stuff like that. Like how you said the choreography to what you're saying, like all that shit matters. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to be a shit performer. You know what I mean? But like some people come more naturally, but like for me it's just like, and I'm trying to get through that hump. Like, nah, you can perform, right? So, anyways, like fucking talk about
Victor.
the plug, right?
Yeah, Victor.
Rudy
Victor.
freaking introduced me to he introduced me to Victor, and I was like, oh shit. And I've been following you know, his account and stuff like that for the longest. And I remember you guys did like a session with him. When was this? Was like 2 years ago, I think. Right? You guys like did something. Yeah. Underground hip hop blog. Yeah. Yeah. It was a while ago. I remember. Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Roy LaRange.
Yeah, that's right. And bros, I was just like, damn, dog. I remember when I seen you guys do that. I was like, holy shit, they was ready. And bro, I promise you, one of the hard, like my biggest weaknesses is fucking memorizing my lyrics and shit like that, you know? So I just got done with this new album and it was like so much output. I was like, I need to concentrate on input, like, you know, memorizing my lyrics, enjoying it and stuff like that, learning how to perform it. That like when you get an opportunity, like, hey, come over to my studio, my blog, and do a little performance, we'll do a little interview, da 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 da. You're like, holy shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to be ready for it. But I I really appreciate that. But it's just like, you know, these are the things that run through my head when opportunities like this arise. But it's like, dude, as a brand new artist, you have no better reason to go fucking fall flat on your face, if anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's really cool that you were able to introduce me, bro, because I'm looking forward to that. I wish I know Saturday is like, Matt, he's like, everybody moves fast in the industry, dog. They're like, hey, can you make it to a show this Saturday? I was like, damn, dog, that's fucking like pretty fucking like last
Short
minute notice, right? The day before. But I was like, dude, yeah, very short notice. But I was like, for sure, like I'm gonna make it happen, dog. I'm gonna go out there and you know, fucking talk our shit for the squad, man. Because I think that's the next step, you know, like leveling up. That's what I want to do. Like this year, that's what I'm focusing on, to like get some performances in, get some reps in. You know, I can't. Dude, the last time I performed was probably 2016, I would say. Man, shit, 10 years ago, dog. And man, it's been a long time. I've been playing the fucking behind the scenes role a lot, just being the producer, the audio engineer type role. And then I just finally, like, you know, came back into the game like, fuck it, dude, I'm gonna push it, dude. 40 years old, I'm gonna fucking be a rapper. So yeah, man. But I'm excited. I'm excited to go do that. Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah. When it goes to
Long time. Long. The last time I was performing was with a band too. You know what I'm saying? So I had a good dude. Like I did shit like that before too, where I was so uncomfortable with what I did with my fucking hands and shit. I was like, I'm gonna rap with a guitar, dog. And so I learned how to rap and play guitar at the same time. And that, you know, when I was in that band, the Gak Pack, like just to find something in my hands. And finally, I was just like, no, like just like what Yike said, man. I started watching like a whole bunch of Outkast performances, a lot of like, you know, 80s rock pop stars. I love that vibe. So I was like, yo, let me just watch this, see what they do to captivate the crowd. A lot of rock stars, Red Hot Chili Peppers, like how they fucking rock this stage. Cause that's how I'm coming with it. I'm like, dog, this is Red Hot Chili Peppers on fucking trap beats, dog. That's like my style, dude. Like that's what I do. Like the way I spit, that's Red Hot Chili Peppers, bro. Go ahead, try to figure it out yourself. Like that's my style. So I was like, really, like, just what Yike said, just watching all of them and seeing how I can incorporate that. But it's also a lot of things where like breaking out of my shell, because even especially coming from the military, like what you said, bro, like public speaking and all that. Even, you know, Idea knows I used to be an instructor in comm school. The way they taught us, it was like, don't use your hands, just stand straight here. You fucking like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is very, you know what I'm saying? So now breaking out of that shell to like, yeah, fuck this shit. I'm doing whatever I need to do to fucking get this message across. But like, so it's a lot of breaking through your, you know, what Vert was saying, your comfort zone, right? You're breaking through your comfort zone. Like no matter what fucking stage of your career or what age you're at, you're like, You got to break through those shells to make it happen, to have those Busta Rhymes and Kendrick Lamar performances and stuff like that. So
When
it's a lot
I
of
probably
reps.
not a well, I was so young when I would go to just like open mics, like underground hip hop open mics down in Vegas. And all I really did when it came to performance, I never really been scared of viewers because I honestly I shell up. I shell up and I get into character with my music and it comes off like I don't know if you've seen Slug from Atmosphere. Have you seen him perform? Like during rap battles? Okay, well, he gets weird into his shell, bro. He ge he gets into his shell, and it's almost like he is, like, just a weird individual, and I get into that shell of personality to where I just become I let the music, like, kinda just, like, produce my identity that's based off the song or the verse. So, I honestly I'm not really paying attention to the crowd unless I wanna point at somebody, unless I wanna do something, unless I wanna extremely, like, just bob my head forward, back and forth for a few seconds, you know? Like, that's kind of like how it goes for me, and I think that just came from the underground scene where you're not even on a stage, you're just, like, around in a group of people with a microphone, you know? And usually creators or music people, they'll support you even if you know, you're not good. They're still gonna chant some stuff for you. They're still gonna like hype you up because it's all about that energy. Unless you're just around a shitty ass fucking crowd that's gonna judge you and, you know, throw fucking tomatoes at you. But that's usually not the case.
I would say,
Yeah.
well, I haven't done shows in a long time, but when I would do shows, first of all, like I would build that mix, the songs that I'm gonna do, the 3 minutes or let's say it was 6 minute thing. I would put them all together. And I would practice that. I would look in the mirror. I would point. I would, you know what I mean? Like Yike said, get the movements
Yeah.
down. And then when it was time to go on, bro, I just like turned into this a whole nother monster. It's like you just, boom, now it's game time, right? And so when I would do my songs, I would look in the crowd and I would lock eyes because I want to see who's rocking with it. And that person that was rocking with it was getting the most energy from me. You know, I'd have people bouncing their heads and I'd be bouncing my head with them. You know what I mean? But that's another thing. So in the crowd, but when you look in the crowd and you see someone that's just, you know, mugging or whatever, move to the next person. Move to the next person. Just keep moving around. You know what I mean? And you'll find your person out there. You know what I mean? You'll find your person that's there to have a good time. And the last thing I'll say is like, for me, I've done bars. It wasn't really for me. For me, and one of the best places I think to to do shows, 420 events. I'm not even gonna lie. And 420 events because everybody's there to just have a good time, man.
Fucking
At the
high
bars, you
shit.
meet people be in there and they be on their own stuff. You know, they be angry and they're there for their own reasons. But like
Yeah.
at the 420
Kinda
events,
young,
bro,
man.
everybody's happy, and I'm like, dude, this is perfect for me. I'll do any 420
dude.
event because I know people they're all freaking faded. They're just out to have a good time. You know, everyone's happy. So
That's the high in hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
yeah, dude. Yeah. There's so much to it. There's like there's so much to it. So like it's crazy because like I mean I didn't answer Idea's question at all about talking about the underground hip hop blog and stuff like that. But it's
That's
like when that happened, I was like, holy shit, dude, you just gotta be prepped, dude. Like every time you gotta be ready to you gotta be ready to scrap, and that's how it is. You come in this thing and little by little you'll start realizing, dude, I just gotta be ready to scrap no matter when, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
But it's a blessing though.
I
It's
got
a
verses that
fucking
I've never
really good,
produced.
uncomfortable blessing. That's how I knew I was like, I'm about to level up. Like even Victor was like, yo, he needs to step it up too. And like he needs to level up. Like that's how you know you're about to level up because it's uncomfortable as shit. It's more bar. It's like it's more weight on your bar. You know what I'm saying? You're like, wait, I gotta. It already takes a lot of energy to write the song, right? To create the music, it's already a lot of energy. Now you telling me I gotta learn how to perform this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot, but you just gotta do it. You gotta fucking
You gotta
prep
do it,
up.
man. You gotta stay ready. So I personally have like at least two, other than some of my songs, but like verses that I've never released just in case if I have to like drop bars just in case. So
Yeah, dude. I need to do that. It's because like
and those are the most practiced bars that I have, and I still to this day practice bars in my car when I'm driving, and it's only for that specific thing. Because even though I'm doing like Afro house, EDM music and stuff like that, I always stay ready with my foundation, which is hip hop. Like I feel like I have to just have some bars ready just in
that's
case.
fucking badass.
But another thing, man, is yeah, he reached out to
I
me. So
agree with that, but at the
It's a
same
Victor
time, I
lot.
reached
feel
out.
like okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna end on this. I agree with that. I agree with like having that little, treasure chest. But at the same time, you got to remember if you even put it on Spotify, not everybody heard it. If you put it on YouTube, not everybody heard it. You know what I mean? So you always got to remember that somebody's hearing it for the first time. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah,
That's a good point, big bro. Because like you can even if somebody does recognize it, that's a good thing. That means your shit's circulating, right? Like, oh, I heard that bar before. That's good. That means it's been through your ears a couple of times. I just fucked you twice. You know what I'm saying? Like that's good. Oh, yeah, you're right, bro. That's a good point. Really good point.
So basically, love the dude. Victor has always been like a huge supporter of me. He's Doc. He's Corman. So he has a very
Yeah.
deep love for the Marine Corps, and he's done a lot. And I feel honored to just like, even though I'm not part of his team, he respects. We've had hours of conversation when it comes to like just underground hip hop music. Like he would go and sneak like during Libo, or not even Libo, like Class House, Corman stuff, and go to like Zia Records or like a record store and go see some performances and stuff like that. And we were just talking about just like Benefit. I don't know if you guys know who Benefit is, like just the guy that made the Mario Underground song. R.A. the Rugged Man, Necro, like all of these just very deep, like you wouldn't know who they are unless you're like part of that scene. Because of those conversations, I think that he has respected my opinion, and I've always given him my honest opinion about music, if stuff's good or bad. And I think that he just pays attention to who's around me. And yeah, he reached out to me to like hit you up too, so I think that that's a good thing, that he pays attention, and his eyes are everywhere as far as the underground hip hop scene. So I would definitely say take it,
That's
listen to his
crazy, bro. That you
advice.
just said that right now. That's nuts. I didn't know
He's
that.
he's definitely going to help guide you, because this dude has talked to, there's no other platform that has talked to as many artists as him, because he's also throwing shows. YIKEZ been part of those shows. Yeah, he's just very invested. His life's work has been in underground hip hop blog, along with the military. So yeah, bro, and just know like I'll vouch for. Well, I wouldn't even work with you guys if I didn't believe in your music. So I'll vouch for any of us. Like anybody on my team can let me know, and I'll definitely talk to him about it. And if he sees this, he knows that I'm pretty real about it.
But see, that's what I was telling you, Pelo, is like they're watching. Told you. I told you, brother. They watching you, bro. You're killing it, bro.
Crazy.
Sometimes you just gotta sit back and like, cause we go so hard on ourselves. You know how you go, oh man, I don't know if I'm doing it. I don't know if I'm doing it right. Bro,
Yeah.
everybody's saying the same thing though. You're killing it, bro. But that's one thing about us is we're so humble, bro. We're so humble, bro. We never, but like, step out of that, dog. You're killing it, bro. Look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I'm killing it, bro. You're killing it, dude. I'm telling you, bro. I gotta step my little, my little shorts and my little videos up, dude. Cause you're doing it, dude. You feel me? Like I gotta find the right gear, cause you be swagged out, bro. You be killing that shit, bro. The image, the music, the sound, just the image and the sound, bro. Untouched, bro. Untouched, bro.
Thanks, big bro.
I can
great music and
just
great,
so you know
great
too,
visuals, bro. Your visuals are nasty.
Bro, you're like in a
Thanks,
great
brother.
spot too, like in the desert. So you can get some dope visuals out there, man. Just take a little drive
When
out.
I just talking, it's choppy on my end, bro. Hold on.
Hold up, let me see.
Can you hear idea like nice and clear? It doesn't go choppy. I think it's probably my internet.
Nah, it's choppy.
It's
coming
choppy,
in and
right?
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it was because it's an hour long.
Yeah. I was already thinking that. I said once it hit that hour, then it chopped. Yeah, I was on that. I was on
Okay.
board.
Oh, is that that's what they do? So you don't use all their cloud space? Freaking assholes, dude.
I don't know. But I was gonna say like, hey, Vert, we can talk about.
Now I can hear you.
Good.
Okay, that's good.
We could talk about that if you want to get more visuals. Maybe we can make a video about that, or I could just talk to you on the side about how to up your reels and stuff like that. Actually, you should talk to him about that, Pelo, because you're the one that's doing it. I just know the videography stuff.
Oh,
You're using your iPhone.
Dude, like the style of my videos is because of my weakness, bro, memorizing my lyrics. So like in the beginning, like now I'm getting better at memorizing my lyrics, of course, because it takes repetition, right? But I remember Vert literally was the one that was like, dog, we all go through it, dog, trust me. And then I was like, all right. When he told me that, I was like, all right, there's gonna be better days. I just gotta keep at it, just keep listening to it, keep practicing, rehearsing. And I finally got like, But now with my videos, I like to do that, like that little chop, right? I do a lot of switches on my music, on my video, my visuals. But all the choppy switches all came from because I couldn't rap the whole verse one time straight in the beginning. You know, so I would like chop up just good takes, but it would end up looking dope because it's like jumping scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like so now I can spit my verse now, but then like I still take a couple takes so I can still give it that illusion of me jumping in and out and stuff like that. So that all came from me just trying shit. Okay, what's my, like right now I can't memorize my lyrics. Okay, let me do as much as I can and then make some B-reels so I can like mix it all up. But yeah, dude, like, and then like we talked about with that one video that you brought up earlier. After that video, and I seen like how, like, you know, the comments and like how people was like, damn, dude, it looks really, really good. Like even like my one of my coworkers, he's a marketing VP, right? And she's like, the colors are really nice. I was like, wow, even the marketing VP saying like the color is nice. Like when I got that feedback, I was like, all right, so I must have done something. I must have, that was an accident too, right? I must have stumbled across something there. So now let me aim for these looks and then, you know, these type of lighting and stuff like that. So that's how it all evolved. And then now I'm messing around with a little bit of AI stuff so I can make my own weird ass music videos. And dude, it's fun just experimenting all these things, you know, but you just don't know what your brand and your style is until you get a couple of them in there. And then, you know, you might step in some good dog shit for a little bit and be like, damn, this is it right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back on doing them shorts myself, man. My daughter, she's always been my camera person. So I do have a camera person, man. Shout out Ani K. I like to shout her out.
Yeah. I
But,
gotta drive down there so we can do one together.
and I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down. With the tracks we did, bro, I've been practicing in it because I'm like waiting for the time to where we can lock in, just do a video, you know. That'd be sick.
Dude, I was about to say, man, like, and Rudy about to leave, and I wanted to fucking say this to him. I mean, like, oh my god, no, dog, because I was like, that'd be dope to throw an event, because I've been seeing some, you know, some other people throw events, and then they get, you know, they have all the, you know, all the homies performing and shit like that. I was like, no, we can throw something like that. Not to put more weight on Rudy's fucking bar, but then like even Idea can, like, you know, come up with something like that to plan the logistics for it. But that'd be tight to do, then perform our songs. That's why last time we was on the phone, dog, I was like, we gotta make a lot of songs this year, so we have a lot of songs to perform together. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Well, I would say too, you just go crazy with the work like you've been doing so that you can pick your songs. That's the best part. It might be a song from from an old album. You know what I mean? You just and just build this vibe, man. And like I said, for me, I would lock in 3 songs per se, and I would get in front of the mirror after a hard day's work, whatever, it didn't matter, and I would practice, and I would practice.
I like that, bro.
And even when you're so I would you can have your ad libs in the back, you can have your lyrics playing. Some people don't like the lyrics playing, but I mean, I'm gonna do what I do, you know what I mean? Because sometimes I can't remember everything, you know, so that's just the way I've done it, you know.
Plus, bro, you push out like a song every day. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're writing so much music, it's like, my wife had to explain that to me. She's like, babe, your input shit because you're all output right now. And I'm like, that's true. You can't fucking do both at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really, like, to do it efficiently, you can't do both at the same time to be efficient at it. I was like, you're right. But no, dog,
I'd say on like a performance thing too. So one thing I would strictly do, I mean, I made it mandatory, was I can't listen to no other music but my set. My set is only thing I'm listening to every day so that it sticks, you know, because I can't remember everything, you know. I try. There's people that are better at it than me for sure, man. They got every word up here, but you know, but I just do it my way. I just do it it works for me. So like my performances, they did have lyrics in the background. You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna say like it was just the beat, but I know some people do who they have the ad libs so that they can track where they're at or whatever.
Yeah. Cause you can be caught up in the moment and then all the fucking energy in the house, you're like, oh shit. But that's a good point. Stick to 3 and just run that shit.
I was gonna
you jumped up and walked off, bro, when we were saying like and you'd probably be the guy to be able to get, take the lead on this, not to put more fucking weight on your bar, but it's
No,
like that one of these days we gotta be able to throw an event where we just fucking perform and all that shit. Everybody just get down and do the things. We perform our songs together and stuff like that. We gotta do
yeah,
something
man.
like that. People are
I
doing
would
it right
say
now, man.
if like whenever I would say like a year from now, we can plan something. I can either go out there, or if you guys want to come to Hawaii, we could perform my fucking
Shit,
house and
dude,
just
we
have
should
a
go to
little
Hawaii and
concert.
go to the bro.
Yeah, something like that,
That's
bro.
easy. Go to Hawaii, Vert? What? I know the family gonna love that too, bro. Come on, dog. You just now we got Vert freaking having to put up a savings for Hawaii, dude. He got a whole crew with him that he got to bring too, dog.
Yeah, bro. Bring the kids.
That'd be
Roll
tight.
up. But I was
That'd
gonna
be
say
sick.
too, like let's plan something like that. It would be like, I can go out there. It doesn't matter. Like my unit will allow me to go out there. But going into like just the videos and the performing and stuff like that, one thing that I notice, and it also kind of ties into YouTube as well. Subscribers, they don't really matter now. It's more interest based and like the SEO, search engine optimization. So like your descriptions within the videos matter a lot, because once the platform can understand what you're doing, and based off the words that you're putting in the machine, it's going to help identify what you do, and it's going to give the viewers your content. So I would say like go hard on the description of what you're doing on YouTube, and make sure it's
Shit.
very detailed so people can search and eventually find you. If you look in the descriptions on the videos that I'm releasing right now, it's very descriptive on what the content's about. I think that's one thing. Now, going into shorts is different. Shorts is where you're going to find your subscribers. I've noticed I'm not getting subscribers from the long form content right now, not yet, but I'm getting subscribers from segments within the content. So Riverside FM will show me segments that I can upload, and I've uploaded one and got a subscriber. Shorts, you'll get subscribers because it's so quick, but those subscribers don't really translate to views. Maybe not yet. So I would say I personally use Grok, and I ask AI to help me make a descriptive title. Riverside will also do that for me as well, but talk text to AI and explain what your content's about, and then let it give you top 5, top 10 titles, and then look at the descriptions, like maybe 1 to 3 of them, and then find the one that you want, proofread it, edit it if necessary, apply it to your content, and then shoot it out. And if you do that 100 times, you're going to start finding your viewers, people that are actually interested in what you're doing.
I would say for me, those shorts, just the 2 that I use. Well, I just uploaded another one, but the 2 shorts that I used, 900 on one, 700 on the other. And on that one I just posted today, 200 already.
Oh shit!
And
On
the
YouTube?
subscribers are going up. And I feel like I have the music. So that's with me, I have the mass of music, and that's all I was ever focusing on. But now with this other section, for me, I think the shorts are what's gonna level it up, because now they get to see us, hear us, and get to vibe with us, basically, So once again, thank you for that idea, because
My pleasure, bro.
them shorts are gonna the shorts are gonna bleed into the video.
Yeah.
They're gonna bleed into the longer videos. When it's a longer video, YouTube is not gonna push that. They're gonna push everything short. Every time I've ever uploaded something that says anything long, longer than this many minutes, basically we're not pushing like that. But
It
the shorter
depends on
content,
what
you guys can.
arena that you're playing in. So if you're playing in the arena of long form content, the discussions that we're having are going to be valuable to the person that's looking for the information. If you're in the arena of shorts, it could be very quick, explicit. It doesn't have to be like explicit like cursing and stuff like that, or gore or anything like that. It could be explicit, a quick music video. If they like your music within the short, or the content that you're giving them within the short, they'll subscribe really quick. But it's different rules for different lengths of content. That's what it is. So if people are more interested based off the short that you show them, they might go to your page, and then once they see like the title that we collabed with when I interviewed you, and they're like, oh, what is this dude about? Now they have a whole hour to learn about you. You know what I mean? Or learn about us. And then from there, once we put it out again, then they're gonna be like, oh shit, they came back for something else. Like, what are they talking about now? So long form and short form are it's working hand in hand, but at the same time, people are going from their phones now. It's starting to transition where people are starting to watch. It wasn't like this a year ago. They're starting to watch long form content on their televisions. So YouTube is starting to go into television. And now that they have something to watch that's an hour long, they're going to really
Yeah.
digest that. And then eventually they see the short form for the ad. Short form's advertisement. It's, hey, I'm here. This is what it is. Like it or not, on to the next. Long form is depth. It's respect. It's trust.
Yeah, I looked through the analytics today, bro, and that's correct. That TV percentage was high. I was like, oh, what the heck? So
Yeah.
that's head on, man.
Damn. Wow.
I saw an article the other day, freaking, what did it say? Netflix is trying to enforce the plot 3 or 4 times throughout the movie, which to us, that sounds silly because we should be already know the plot. But the reason they're reinstating the plot more times is because people are watching the movie, but they're on their phones and they're scrolling through the shorts, right? So when you say like short and long form content, you're right. I think that when you have to devote a certain amount of time to watch something that's like an hour or even 5 minutes, right? It's like I do the same thing too, right? When I'm playing video games and like there's a little cutscene that I don't care about, I'm liking Pelo's video or like I'm listening to Uzi Vert's song or something like that. You know what I mean? So I think shorts is the way to go. Just with me, I feel childish on social media, so I don't know what to put. I don't know how to do that.
That's good. That's why you got a team, bro. But yeah, man.
Shit, to be
that's
honest
really
with you, dude, yikes! Like if you did a music video of you just rapping your song, doing your dad duties right now, bro, you put some fucking subtitles on the bottom. That's a fucking real.
Yeah, see, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
That'd be
that's a
tight.
real
I
right
watch that.
there. Yeah,
Hey, he got you
sick.
there.
Yeah, dog.
Now,
That's it.
so now we're gonna be looking for this next video with exactly
Yeah.
everything he was saying, bro. You just been
Exact that
challenged.
Yep.
view, bro.
Get
That
my kid
actual
ready for
that
school.
angle, bro.
That
That
angle too,
actual
yeah.
angle. Remember where your phone's at. That's the spot, bro. That's the spot. It looks
Yeah,
good. When your son came up, yeah, like that, dude. And have your son pop in and out, grab some, like just let life go, bro, and post that shit. That'd be, bro. I just noticed your fucking sweat. That's badass, dog.
Oh, hey, you made this, dog. You made
That's
this.
tight. I know, dude. That's badass, bro. Wow. That'd be a dope ass reel, dog. Fucking play your music a couple times. You'll get a dope ass fucking shot with that.
But all right,
Hell yeah.
gents. I think that this concludes this episode. So I'm just gonna edit it and then shoot it out. And then, like I said, I'm gonna get the creator thing going so we can just have a general login for editors and then just release it. Release the full form, and then release the segments for people that don't want to watch an hour-long thing. They can watch this like a 5-minute segment on a specific topic that we were talking about, and then the shorts to like advertise it. That's how it all works out. It's segments, the full content, and then the shorts. And then as far as Instagram goes, like I cannot speak on Instagram much. To me, Instagram is just lifestyle. It's lifestyle, like what I'm doing for fun. It's just hobbies.
So I
don't really
wanted to
take
say
it serious, but go for it.
I was thinking because that was something that I forgot to say, but you said Instagram. I wouldn't recommend Instagram. I use Instagram too, but I feel like TikTok is there's more people are going to tap into the TikTok, bro. They're going to drop their comments. They're going to drop what they have, what they're thinking. Instagram is turning into Facebook where they're just watching. That's how I feel about it.
Actually, I think Facebook is
So,
it's good for advertising, like ad revenue. For some reason, I don't know why. I don't know why. I think it's because what we use right now is like Instagram mainly, right? TikTok, YouTube. For some reason, like I'm making cents, not crazy money, but off my Life is Conquest page. But I'm making $0 on Instagram, and I didn't even know that I was. So for something is going on Facebook that I probably got to do more research on. But I think Facebook is coming back a little bit with the pages, not so much your actual profile, but your business page. And then Instagram, I don't know. I think it's just like one big ad. And then TikTok is, I think, where it's at, obviously, right? And then Lemonade, with photography, like my little photography
I
things.
heard of
Like
that.
it's growing pretty well. YouTube, I think YouTube is where it's at though. Like when it comes to shorts, not so much posts. I'm not getting any good other than like supporters. You know, Vert the Wordsmith always on there liking my shit. Yeah, post it doesn't really do well, but definitely with this stuff, it does very. It's the best. It's better than that's a good topic too. It's better than Spotify. If I were to put this on just vocals on Spotify, we're not going to get any listeners. That goes into know what you're putting on, like what platform. You don't want to put saltwater fish in a freshwater tank. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I understand like X is like where I post like my thoughts, whether they be political or not political, idealist type stuff or not idealist, reality, whatever it is, it's just my thoughts just to go out there. It's a mental log. That's all it is for me. And then Instagram is just my personal life, what I like to do. YouTube is this and the other stuff we've discussed. So yeah, like know what you're putting into each platform and use them as a tool. The monkey wrench, the screwdriver, the drill, you know?
Damn.
Brendan
Bro,
Kane.
we gotta run another session where you talk about this, bro.
Okay. I'll put it together, but
Yeah.
that's from Brendan Kane. He's a genius. And then I read his book and then listened to it as well. But yeah, I'll put that stuff together and we'll talk about it.
Well, they say just to tap onto that before we leave this session. A bottle of water at the store is 99 cents, but a bottle at let's say the Dodger Stadium's $10. So you gotta know where you value that. You know, you gotta place it where it goes. So I agree with that, man.
Yep. All right, gents. Any last words or final thoughts before
Appreciate y'all, man.
I let it go?
Idea. Thanks for doing all the hard work, bro. I appreciate you, bro. I know this.
Thank you, bro.
I know this ain't no cinch, doggy. Then you gotta go through the files and find the cuts and all that. I know that's a lot of work, bro. I just like Bert was saying earlier, dog. Like I'm sure speaking on behalf of all of you, really appreciate you, dog. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
If I had any last words, man, yikes! I'm coming for you on the next track, brother.
You fuckers. Dude. I'm gonna be out for 2 more years, dog. I'm out.
All right, gents.
Ready. I'm ready, bro.
Yes, sir. Hey, y'all have a blessed one. Peace.
All right. Y'all take care. Peace.